Yes,
Hi, Dennis. Thank you. What about beef noodles?
It's always good on the way home and always close by. And
I don't know this one. What about street food? Taiwanese street food?
Yes,
learn that
yes.
term. Do you think the number one reason for people to come visit Taipei is the food?
I think so, yes. It's still. Sometimes we just need to be also a bit more confident to go outside there and just say, hey, yes, we can do it. And yes, we are rock stars on the stage of the culinary scene.
Here comes the drink.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
No, seriously, look inside.
Is this you?
Yes.
Hello， 各位布迪，我是 Liz。今天这期节目很特别哦，我们走出了摄影棚，来到台北目前最夯的顶级饭店卡佩拉嘉佩乐。为什么还来这边呢？是因为我收到了投稿哦。对，如果你是我的频道会员的话呢，你就可以投稿给我。然后我收到这个投稿是这样，他是一位来自新加坡的观众，他问说：“Liz， 我最近要来台北玩，你可不可以帮我规划一个台北一日游的行程啊？”那我想说我是可以规划啦。不过呢，我想到一个更合适的人选，就是台北嘉佩乐酒店，因为这里不仅有漂亮住宿空间，听说他们还能够帮你安排行程，这到底是什么意思？我本来想说来访问饭店就好了，没想到他们的外籍总经理竟然亲自跳出来说要受访既然他自投罗网啦，我今天就要请他现场交出一份台北的私房推荐清单。那也欢迎你一起来鉴定一下这份清单到底够不够内行。听说总经理已经在等我们了，接下来就让我们走进去吧。
Liz 您好，欢迎来到卡佩拉台北。我们总经理 Dennis 在里面等您，谢谢。
Yes,
Hi, Dennis. Thank you.
Welcome to our living room overlooking beautiful Taipei.
This is just gorgeous. 推开老前锋大门，一走进这间坐有101窗景的顶级总统套房，必须惊呼太美了吧！浅蓝与浅灰交织的空间，令人马上静下心来。嘉佩乐打造的专属仪式感，更是让人沉浸其中。我要天天住在这里。So Dennis, today I'm with a mission. I'm going to ask you about your personal recommendations on Taipei's dining scene. But before that, we would like to know more about Capella. So we all know that there are tons of 5-star hotels in the world, but what makes Capella special?
I think Capella is more than just a hotel. And we come actually, but Capella is the living room for cultural engagements through our culturists as a hero figure in our hotels, because our cultures are ultimately the center of everything we do, and the living room is their space. And this is where we welcome our guests. We welcome all our guests in our living room as a first impression, as a first entry to our modern mansion.
I find it really interesting that only hotels would call them butler or personal assistant, something like that. And also you don't call it a front desk, you say the living room.
Yes.
So it really makes it like this is not a hotel, this is a home away from home. But then I'm more curious about the cultures, because it is really a special name and also a special concept. So how did Capella come up with this? And how is it different from a butler?
Capella Hotel Group has defined itself for really with a strong focus on the leisure aspect of travel. So any transaction we normally know out of hotels, the check-in, the check-out, the credit cards, the passport, these are necessities we have to process, but they should never be the focus of your experience. It's like when you go for a dinner. Your focus is not paying the bill and sitting down and pulling the chair. The experience happens right in front of you and you're part of it. You want to really immerse yourself into it. Hence we say, when I travel, what would I like to experience and explore? And I think the biggest desire is that guests want to connect with the local culture, with the local art scenes. They want us to open doors which maybe gonna stay closed for others. They want us to provide you with a very safe and direct solution to the questions you have.
So today I'm going to ask you about your recommendations of Taipei. Have you shown your list to your coaches and to see if they approve?
Actually, this is how I'm doing a neighborhood walk through Mingqian community and my neighborhood. So when I came here, I always walked through the neighborhood and I came back on Mondays and says, hey, I found something. Is this any good? Is this something credible? Or is this just because me as living now for 2 years here in Taipei, is this maybe just me who feels like this is special? So it's quite interesting. It was quite interesting in the exchange also to learn more. Oh, I like this one. Where do you go? Or what is your place? So I think this exchange, of course, is on day-to-day basis happening because I think Taipei has such a vibrant and always evolving scene. It's always sometimes hard to keep up actually to see new openings, new places opening, new chefs evolving. What's happening.
Okay, let's check out your list. Dennis, where would you go for a weekend brunch?
Sundays, Rachel.
Rachel.
Fortune Street. Get an egg Benedict there. Gonna start your Sunday, I think, on the right foot.
But how do you get a table there? It's so popular.
I think that's maybe the benefit of living in the neighborhood and being close by.
刷脸刷脸
Yes. And otherwise, if
Yeah.
you can't straight get in, I think maybe go for a coffee first close by and then.
Yes, so where would you go for a coffee?
Close by there is actually a sit down if I like it a bit more creative on something a bit more coffee, cocktail, mocktail stylish. I would go to the Quiet Light.
What about street food? Taiwanese street food?
Best street food for me happens directly next to my house. Literally,
Okay.
when I go out, there's a nice wet street market. So get some nice scallion crabs in this case.
Zhongzhuabing.
Zhongzhuabing.
Yes, learn that term.
Yes.
So Dennis, what about beef noodles? When you are in Taipei, you must have beef noodles.
You and me, it's always good on the way home and
Okay.
always close by. And
I don't know this one, you and me.
I think beef noodles for me is like wherever I go,
Yeah.
in the destination or in Da'an, if I'm going to go to halal beef noodles, it's more about the convenience of having it close by. I think most of you have maybe something in your neighborhood where you say, yeah, if I crave for it, I just go around the corner.
Yes, of course. My go-to beef noodle is 皇家牛肉面. It's very close to my place and I just walk 5 minutes. I always order the clear broth.
Oh, okay. See, I'm going to put this on my list. No worries.
So red braised or clear broth for you?
Not clear.
Not
I'm
clear.
Gonna take the,
you like the soy sauce?
I like the soy sauce. I like
Yeah. The
full
spices.
spices.
Okay. Where would you take your VIP guests visiting Taipei for the first time to a local Chinese restaurant?
I definitely would just ask them to join me in the elevator, one elevator ride down to Hongju to visit Chef Franco. He just joined us. Young, talented chef, I think brings a new contemporary lens of Chinese cuisine here to Taipei. If it would be outside, I would recommend to go to Fujin Tree Champagne.
Where would you go for a drink?
I think let's just go and let's go to the Glasshouse.
Oh, okay.
And we're gonna find a nice spot there to
Okay.
experience something.
Yay, drinking
Yes.
at work.
Okay.
Dennis 说要带我去的 The Glasshouse 是在嘉佩乐旁边，独立3层楼高的复合式建筑，内含3间酒吧。而我们的目的地则是2楼的 Cooper， 充满英伦绅士风。这就是 Dennis 私底下最想和我们喝一杯的地方。
Welcome to the Glasshouse Taipei and welcome to Cooper. This is my spot to go after duty to get a nice drink. Here in Cooper, we're gonna focus on aged spirits. It comes from the Cooperage, the craftsman who makes the barrels. So more classic cocktail focus, so something to unwind, to let the day pass by. And if you come to the Glasshouse, you wanna have it more vibrant, you can visit Tilt, a bit of Taiwanese heritage, or you
So,
go to Playback
yeah.
for music if you like it. But up here, I think this is a just nice spot sitting above the Donghua North Road.
3 venues in this building, the Glasshouse.
3 venues and 1 more to discover.
Yes.
And 3 menus, 3 distinctive different offerings. So for you to really spend actually the whole night right outside here.
But then I must ask you this question. What is your favorite cocktail?
My favorite cocktail is off the menu, but you can ask for it. No worries, the team is well prepared for that.
有看这节的观众可以点这个不在菜单上的饮料。Can we enjoy the cocktail you just said?
Yes, we can. Ricardo is just shaping up the ice, and then we're gonna get this stirred down
Yay!
so that we can enjoy a drink off work.
I'm working actually. We haven't talked about restaurants. When it comes to fine dining restaurants, where would you go in Taipei?
I would say out of the 2 years here, there are 2 restaurants which stick in my mind. One is Aika, was one of the first fine dining restaurants I visited here. I think Chef Haida is doing really there
I love
a very authentic,
I'm a
very
fan.
experiential job. And I think it's so nice because it's so close by and you feel like literally being in his kitchen and it's so memorable in its flavors. The second one would be for me La Vie. Thomas Bühner, because he just opened a restaurant in my hometown in Düsseldorf. I used to grow up with his cuisine when I was back there. So for me it was
okay.
interesting to see
Yes.
how does he performs in so far away destination. And I must think of the precision on the plate. I think the resembling also a bit of more European flavors here into the market. I think it's just enriching to the dining scene.
Yes, I also love La Vie. I think Chef Xavier is doing a great job, and also I'm a big fan of Hieda-san's cooking. I think it's so creative, and I really appreciate his love for Taiwan and Taiwanese ingredients. Here comes the drink.
Here comes the drink. It becomes even more magic the deeper you look inside.
Wow.
Yeah, so just look at the bottom of the drink first and then to enjoy it. Enjoy.
Thank you.
No, seriously, look inside.
Oh, is this you?
Yes.
是不是很好奇这杯特调风味如何？这杯特调不止风味迷人，杯底还藏着 Dennis 总经理的幽默。foodie 们下次造访 Cooper， 记得跟调酒师指明这一杯哦。
Cheers.
Cheers.
Great to have you. Thank you so
My
much.
pleasure. Thank you. Is this no? This is Negroni, no?
is a Negroni style drink, but based on plantation pineapple. So you have a bit of natural sweetness from the pineapple, and then you're gonna have a bit of smokiness from the mezcal. So you're gonna have a bit of more layers of the drink.
Yes, and there's rum also?
Yes. So it's based technically on pineapple rum. So it's a rum which is then pineapples.
I think this is super summery. This is the drink for this season. 大家一定要来喝喝看这一杯不在菜单上的凤梨版 Negroni， 好喝。So, Dennis, I actually want to ask you about Taipei. How do you feel about Taipei, and how do you see the potential of Taipei being a travel destination?
I think Taipei is for me obviously home away from home.
Yep.
And this is also how I approach every destination I'm going to live in. And this is why I purposely choose to live in the Mingxian community, very close by. A destination which allows me also to directly connect with the local community. I think for me, and I'm traveling to let more people know about Taipei and Taiwan as a travel destination, because I think we have such rich culture, such rich heritage background, but we have also so many young entrepreneurs and talents here, which I think would deserve just a bit more spotlight.
Do you think Taipei is underrated?
Totally underrated. I think it's really missing out on coming on the traveler hotspot list, on a stayover on the way to Japan. So many people travel to Japan.
Yeah.
Please stop over here, stay over for 2-3 nights, explore the dining scene, explore the bar scene, explore the city, and it's the nature. We're so blessed by so much nature and natural resources. I think there's so much to discover because so many good things we actually keep for ourselves here. In food and beverage, in the culinary, everybody loves food and drinks.
Do you think the number one reason for people to come visit Taipei is the food?
I think so, yes. It's still. Besides that, we have a very strong art scene and we have great artists, but I think food is why people travel everywhere in the world. And I think we even have a strong proposition of saying we have a great price value proposition to offer for great quality food, for something which is locally born, you know, talents who are now growing up there. And I think we can be proud of what has been achieved. Sometimes we just need to be also a bit more confident to go outside there and just say, hey, yes, we can do it. And yes, we are rock stars on the stage of the culinary scene. And I think in the next years, I actually very confident that we will be seeing more of Taiwanese talents out there in the world, but also I think we're going to be able to attract more and more travelers to actually come purposely for dining experiences. And maybe we're going to make a whole journey out of it.
Well, thank you so much. Coming from you, it's a true compliment, and I really hope more and more visitors come discover Taipei, Taiwan, and come stay at the Capella.
Yes. Thank you. Anytime you're welcome. There's one small little question to ask. I know my chefs and my team are very excited about it. We talked earlier about our culturists.
Yes.
I think this is a great Bible for our culturists to learn more. And if you would give us the honor, maybe to give an autograph so that I can share this with the team, they can take more inspirations to share with our guests.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dennis. Thank you, Capella. This is my honor and pleasure. 非常感谢，竟然最后出现了新书，让我打一下书，谢谢。继续的强行打书。Thank you very much. You must have someone to translate it for you.
I will. Tiffany, I'm sure, going to be able and happy to support.
Thank you very much.
谢谢 Thank you so much.
谢谢。好的，今天非常谢谢大家收看这一集的卡佩拉开箱，还有 Dennis 的个人推荐哦。欢迎大家按图索骥，或者是来卡佩拉享受它的餐点以及美味的调饮。So Dennis, let us toast once again.
Thank you so much.
Yes. We have to do this ending. Okay?
Together.
Yes, together. 那喜欢我的片啊，记得要按赞、订阅、开启小铃铛。
开小铃铛。
耶，我们下礼拜见，拜拜。
拜拜。Okay, good. What do you need?
No, you're off duty now. 还有加入会员哦。想获取更多打动人心的私房餐厅吗？点击加入会员，锁定8月底我们的特别企划。假如你这个月只吃一间餐厅 ，Dennis 的美食地图让我边听边点头。但同时我也好奇，文旅官每天面对不同客人的需求，对于这份美食地图真实的想法是什么？这是在偷偷验收总经理的名单吗？Jason， 你知道你老板今天要来推荐他在台北常去的店家，你有看过他名单吗？
还没。
你来看一下，你觉得 O 不 OK 好不好？他说早午餐去 Rachel， 你会推荐你客人去这家吗？
有推过。
你们可以帮客人定位吗？
这家的话就是要打电话问，如果有就可以。
咖啡店墨光咖啡他推荐，
对，这是我们周遭比较推荐的。
然后小吃他推荐葱抓饼。
蛮代表台湾的。
牛肉面它推了清蒸中国牛肉面，
我们也会推这家，也会推俊师傅 Master Jim。OK，
我没有吃过，
近期蛮有名的
哦，真的哦，天哪，好，我要赶快去踩点。然后他有推啦，要带第一次来台北的外国贵宾吃中菜。
中餐的话，通常会推像是福锦树台菜香槟，或是山海楼。以敦化南路来说，还有一个砖窑古早味餐厅，
那不就是我们的黄仁勋，许多人的干爹的最爱吗？
在他还没去之前，我们蛮常推客人去，他去了之后就订不到了。
是哦，
对，或是这附近最靠近是花娘小馆。
那也就是你们都是黄仁勋概念股，你这样不行。
还有，我们还有就是可能像是金上轩在附近，它是海鲜餐厅，还不错，但是也不太好订。或是那个大家知道米其林餐厅，就是兴业中菜啊这些。
你们都订得到米其林餐厅？
尽量。